watching the sunrises and sunsets. It's such a neat part about camping. And the stars out here are just absolutely glorious. But till I'm camping, it's just been having billy washes. The hair's got a bit wild. Go. That looks like a nice camp spot. And there's a fire pit, so someone else has already camped here before. Looks good. What's up the track? Good spot up here. You can find somewhere to park, elevated. So I've just driven into the middle of nowhere and found this epic little camp spot for the night. And yeah, it's so sweet. Look at that. It really is the middle of nowhere. Yeah, sun's just going down. I've just leveled Lulu up. I think she's pretty level there, and level enough for the night. And yeah, I was a little bit worried driving down the tracks, like where's this going? And I hadn't let my tyres down, but luckily the sand was just one little tricky spot. But yeah, I might explore further tomorrow down the track, but I'll let my tyres down if I'm going to do that. It makes a huge difference driving on the sand if your tyres are down. I can hear the ocean in the background. This isn't far from the Blowhole on the way up to Gnaraloo, but it's running late, the sun is going down, and I really wanted to stop somewhere for the night. And this is why I own Lulu the Land Rover, so I can do exactly this. So I'm going to put my awnings out tonight just so I can hang up my washing that I did at the laundromat, dried out overnight. It's a beautiful night. And excellent. I've got some wine, some a double cream brie, some lovely crackers, and I'm going to have a lovely meal tonight and just listen to the wildlife. So yeah, I've got the freshly laundered washing hanging out, rooftop tent is up. I've got my camera recording a time lapse with the sunset. Enjoying the sounds of the wildlife. Beautiful birds and the sound of the ocean in the distance. Yeah, buzzing on this location. Lulu's colours are just perfect for terrain like this. Just blends in beautifully. I've been doing a time lapse of the dawn, and You kind of think it's almost over. I mean, the sun hasn't risen. The dawn's gone from the sort of the bright orange to the, oh look, here comes the sun now. Bright orange to a lighter colour. And you think, oh yeah, it's done, it's done. And look, here it comes. Here comes the sun. So, put the tripod up and I did the sunset as well last night. So here we go, little GoPro. It's been sitting up here for the last, how long? 24 minutes. Filming the sunrise, and here it comes. It's brightening up the landscape. Watching the sunrises and sunsets, it's such a neat part about camping. And the stars out here are just absolutely glorious. But till I'm camping, it's just been having billy washes. The hair's got a bit wild. Haven't seen a proper shower for a couple of weeks, just been heating up the billy water and pouring it over. So yeah, but feel clean. Just not something you walk around town like, but it's all good. Here comes the sunrise, which is what I'm filming. Here's my GoPro. Check out my office for the day. This is a Thursday. I've got a busy day of online flight and travel bookings to do for my boss, plus a few things like that. And I am parked next to a lighthouse. The lighthouse office. This is Quobba Blowholes, and the coastal road up there goes towards Gnaraloo. Famous surfing spots, Red Bluff, etc., etc. Just down in here, I will zoom in. The lagoon is called the Aquarium, and heading along to the Blowholes. Nothing to see right now, but there have been whales breaching just off the coast, which I can see clearly from my office. Classic. So yeah, cold morning this morning here, bit of a southerly blowing. But today I'll get up to a nice 22 or 23, and yeah, pretty cool office, isn't it? I still struggle to focus when I'm on the road to sit down and do some office work, but I've got some lovely background piano music playing, which helps me to focus, so I'm going to get back to that now. But I just wanted to share my home office location. Woohoo! Always set off the blowholes. There we go, that one's in, look at that. Oh. Yeah, I could just sit here and watch this for ages. It's just so mesmerising watching the ocean like this. And the reef comes in really close out here, and just literally within 50 to 100 metres there's been humpback whales all day, just reaching and cavorting. It's just been amazing. Oh, I hear the noise. So that's the aquarium in there. It's a lovely big lagoon on the inside of the reef. And this is the camping ground, Blowholes camping ground. And I've managed to get a spot. You can't book this, which is perfect. I've got this tiny little spot that no one else wanted, and it's perfect for me. And I kind of need somewhere to work from. So yeah, I've been spent the last 3 days driving, and everywhere I wanted to stop, campgrounds were fully booked, or there was nowhere you could actually camp between the campgrounds. So yeah, I did a huge amount of kilometres yesterday. So it's wonderful to find a place. I've got a lovely sheltered camp spot, easy access to a lagoon full of fish and clams, and there's whales breaching off the coast. So, and it's still quite warm here, so I think I'm going to spend, I don't know, who knows with me. I might stay a week and I'll only be 2 days, but I'm thinking I'm going to spend a few days here. So it's $10 a night for the campground, so perfect. I don't have to drive anywhere, don't have to go. I can just leave my Starlink satellite set up. I've got a solid week's work I have to do this week, and I'd love to do some video editing, which I haven't done. I'm so behind on that. So I think this is me for, we'll see how we go if the weather holds, but yeah, 4 or 5 days. My son for the day. Right, time to go and cook some dinner. I am so loving this little spot. Little track down the dunes. I carried my paddleboard through there earlier and had a fun little paddle. Even found a couple of little rolling waves coming through. I don't think it's going to rain, but I've got the awning up just in case. And oh look, this is about a bag of salt water, and I use it because there's no fresh water here, so I want to save my fresh water. So I'm going to wash my dishes in that, and I've got some salt water in here, and this is the foot washing bucket before I hop into my little whare. And oh look, God, I'm not a mess. I'm sorting out my clothes. But look at this little space. Isn't this lovely? A full day's work done today. Miracle of miracles. So, and now that I'm set up for tomorrow, it's going to be so much easier, which is really cool. So yeah, time to have a glass of wine and finish listening to my amazing audiobook that's going on, and maybe do a little bit of drawing, colouring and sketching, just let some artistic something flow. I'm not going to do any video editing today. I've got a whole lot of drone footage and photos to download, but not tonight. Just going to chill tonight. So this is my new setup, having ditched the rooftop tent, and I don't need to put the awning tent out. I can sleep really comfortably in the back of the truck. But I'm using the back of the truck as an office today, and I thought, oh, I may as well set up this little awning annex. So it's set up, super comfortable, and let's open the zip. Heaps of space. It's a good, you can sleep 2 people in here comfortably, perhaps 3. I've got a super duper sonic mattress with another mattress on top, and I've got my yoga mat out. Heaps of space, nice big windows. And yeah, I've gone for the full awning setup today, just because there's a little bit of rain threatening. So this is the full setup. Awning annex, rear awning just in case it rains. Looks like it's going to. And I'm using the back of the truck as my lounge and dinner cooking area and office at the moment. So I'm not normally quite so chaotic with my camping, but last night a squall came through, and it sort of hit just on dark, and then it just ramped up and ramped up. And even though I was looking at the wind forecast, I could see it was meant to die down by about 11 o'clock, but it was just still ramping, and all my gear was just not going to survive the night. So it's one of those nights in the middle of the night, I got up in the rain, in the wind, packed away all the awnings, packed away the awnings, which I don't even normally set up. And then to top it off this morning, I took a lovely phone call from my sister this morning in the dark, really early, because they're 4 hours ahead of me. And I accidentally hit my water tap, which is an electronic water tap, and its water flew down my bench and onto all my bedding. So here we are this morning, bedding's out in the sun. I've put all the awnings back out again to try and dry them off. I've got all the clothes I was wearing in the rain last night that are wet, hanging out. This awning's just kind of partially put up. I'm still trying to dry that. This is dry enough for me to pack away now. The sleeping bag got wet when I poured water down the bed and everything this morning. So in the next hour, all of this will be down. I think the sleeping bag's dry enough to pack away now. The tent's dry enough to pack away now. The chaotic site. And I'm actually meant to be working today, so I've got all the pegs and everything was just thrown in loosely, drying the bench out from where the water went down the bench and onto everything. So everything will be dry shortly. So sometimes this is what your campsite looks like when a squall hits. So yes, I am normally a tidy camper, I promise. And all the people driving past going, oh, what's got all that stuff hanging out there for? Classic. So pack up, clean up time. And sometimes this is what camping is like. So this beautiful patch of water is called the aquarium, and for fairly obvious reasons. Got the reef there on either side. In fact, there's been whales breaching and cavorting around just outside the reef, outside the aquarium. Nothing on the inside, of course. But my turn to get in the water. It's not particularly tropical, but it's not that cold. So I've gone for a little wetsuit with a long sleeve hoodie. And yes, I have I always take at least one weight, because I'm a bit of a floater. I don't sink, so I need the help. Even without a wetsuit, I need the help to sink. I really should rinse my mask and snorkel between sessions, because it's salty as, so I'm not taking very good care of my gear. I just use it and then just pack it away. And even before I've got in the water, I can see the little fish swimming around, which is super cool. think they put the sign here. Because by the time you get to here, you're wondering whether you really want to drive down this track anymore. Mostly sand, a little bit of rocky stuff. But yeah, that gives you hope that it's worth driving. So 4 kilometres back to the coast. Yeah, I had let my tyres down early, but not a huge amount. If it continues to get rougher, I will let them down more. Yeah, at this stage we're doing okay. Track's pretty hard packed, most of it, which is good. Only 4 k's but to go to the beach, but there's corrugations in the rocks. Slow 4 k's. I have just let my tyres down the front right down to 20 psi, make it a little bit smoother. This is 6 Mile north of Gnaraloo station.